air signs, to your chakra activation reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here. Got a kind of a big reading here. It's not going to be huge, but at the end, I will pull a card, a couple of cards for each signs, okay? And then give the overall message. So let's see what's going on over here. We do have the sacral chakra coming up. This reading is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so we do have that. This is creative energy is about to awaken. Hello, I've got the desire coming through. I don't know, with the magician over here, I just feel like this is manifesting power here. You have the music, 32, coming through. Got this beautiful numerology card helping with the reading. And then we have the Four of Wands with foundation and achievements. Yeah, this is powerful here, guys. You definitely have, with the magician here, this is going to open up this reading as the creator that you are, and being able to wield the tools to get what it is you truly deserve with your desires. That is your sacral chakra, so it is located a couple of inches. I think it's six inches below the belly button. Okay, that's where all of that desire to manifest is coming from. Your passions, your desires, your intentions. This is where we wield that magic, right? So yeah, I'm loving this. This is a really magical moment for you, air signs. What a better way to do so when we're getting ready for this beautiful ring of fire solar eclipse coming in with that fire horse on the same exact day on the 17th. So, I mean, you couldn't get any better than this. This is going to really push the limits over here for you guys to get what it is you truly want and start doing something new. We have a new era coming in, right, with that solar eclipse. So I got the Four of Wands, you got the stability, the creation, and creative power, emotional foundations coming through. Guys, this isn't any kind of chaotic energy going on. This is aligned creation. Okay, this is an alignment. If you have 1, 2, 3, 2, 32, 2, the 4, and then 3 plus 2 equals 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's literally 100% aligned. This is building something real. This isn't even something imaginary. This is real, right? This is where you're saying the vibration and the frequency of the music is coming into everything that you're saying and everything that you're doing. You're sending out a frequency. Your sacral chakra responds to this sound and rhythm and the emotional expressions that are going on as you are manifesting. Manifesting is a part of praying, wishing, wanting, right? Music is medicine, always, right? So it also can help us when we're feeling down. I always say, when you feel down, make sure you are putting on the music to make yourself feel better. And it doesn't matter what music it is. It's whatever reaches your vibration. Everybody's vibration is different. It's not about what kind of music. It's what it is for you. Okay, so I love this. This is a creative, ignited energy. It's fiery. It's also, remember, the sacral chakra is a sexual energy turned into manifestation. Okay, so this can also help dissolve any kind of blockages that you have. So let's see what we have coming in. What do we got? Give us the cards. Let's go look at the clarifiers. Got the strength. The Ace of Pentacles. So there it is. Yeah. There, you wielded magic. What does the magician do? He makes all of the what, guys? He makes all of the pentacles, all of the aces. He makes the Ace of Wands. He makes the Ace of Pentacles, right? That's what he does. And it's saying you're making this new opportunity. And the Ace of Pentacles is a card of what? Manifestation. Manifesting your dreams to come in to reality. This is a very powerful reading. I'd have to say so far your guys is the most powerful, and I thought Earth sign one was really powerful, but your guys, you're hitting it on the nose over here to be the most powerful. because it's so aligned. And then you have the Knight of Wands coming out. Yeah, energy again. So I'd say what's happening energetically over here for you guys is definitely your sacral chakra has been on hold for a while. You might have been overthinking some situations, overanalyzing, as air signs do, certain situations. This is your tendency to do things. Maybe I want this, maybe I want that. I don't know, maybe it won't come in, right? Going back and forth, overthinking, overfeeling, hesitation. But now it's saying, you know what? You're shifting from the overthinking to the 100% feeling. You know, from what is it that I want to how can I create this, right? That's what you guys need to be doing too, right? If you haven't already been doing so. I would say your activation for this is definitely playing music that moves you, heals you, moves you, gets you moving, gets you in a higher vibration. Okay, dancing is great. You can also put your hand on your navel, on your belly button area, and breathe into that space, right? Like meditation, and see that orange glow coming out. If you guys need help with manifestation, you can also hit my second channel. I just did a bunch of chakras as well to activate the sacral chakras. I did all of them, so they're all up. You can find that at Relaxing Whispers Meditation in the description area if you guys are interested in that. I do the guided meditations for that. But you can also activate by allowing your affirmations. I would say that right now the affirmations that you guys could say would be like, I allow myself to feel, I allow myself to create, I allow myself pleasure and passion. You know, and maybe even say something like, allow the pleasure and passion to flow through me, right? You can wear orange, right? If you wanted to. Some people are like, ew, I don't want to wear orange. Do I look like a Scorpio or a Leo? Do I look like I'm going to wear orange? Some of you do, and some of you don't, right? Actually, Libra, you always look beautiful in orange. The sacral chakra is the place, though, that heals and moves that movement, joys, and gives you permission to say, I can manifest what I want. So I do feel like, you know, this is going to allow you to feel like you can do what it is you need to do. Creating, you know, new ideas. Let's grab an overall card for the reading. And then we'll get into getting your angel message out to you and then doing the each individual sign. Oh, absolutely being absolutely disciplined. Attracting mutual energy with you, having that creative new flow of things that you truly love. Speaking it into manifesting itself into reality. And keeping yourself alone, you know, you isolate yourself so that you can manifest. Isolate yourself so that you can think about what it is you truly want, and make sure that you are not just blabbing to everyone about what it is you truly are looking for, right? That's for you, no one else. Because whatever you're doing, no matter what, guys, you all are becoming the magician. That's really what this is all about, is you being the magician. You know, you're writing the script of your life and then bringing that into reality. It might not come exactly the way that you planned it or wrote it out, okay? But it's coming. It's coming. Okay? So you are activating your sacral chakra. And as I'm speaking to you and you're listening, you're activating it now. And that's what's so beautiful, because I'm getting you to think, I'm getting you to feel, I'm getting you to feel the energy that I'm throwing to you so that you can have a kind of a rebirth of understanding and then lead yourself to, right, that opportunity that's rising for you. Beautiful, guys. guys are amazing. Now let's get in here. I'm going to grab an angel message. And then I'm going to get to each individual sign. Gorgeous. Spirit wants you to know, yes, that you're ready. Absolutely. And the things will be really moving for you within the next few months. You will really start seeing those things activating. Your situation will improve. It will change. Things are coming to light for you as you're grabbing that manifestation. You're grabbing what it is that you truly want and bringing it into reality. Speak your world into reality using your sacral chakra and, of course, your throat chakra. So you're kind of activating both, right? You're activating both. Okay, guys, let's get in here. Going straight to, let's start with Gemini. This is going to reveal where your energy is blocked and how we're going to transmute it. Okay, you have intolerance. Wow. Difference are seen as threats rather than growth opportunities. Be exclusive. Well, that's interesting because we're talking about opportunities. We're talking about that Ace of Pentacles bringing those opportunities, that Four of Wands, those opportunities into reality. So it says there could be some differences that you're seeing as threats rather than actually seeing them grow, right? So that's okay. So let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to use these little cards. Got that Queen of Coins coming out to the Ace of Swords. Okay. All right. I think that you're seeing your sacral chakra is kind of coming up and it's blocked because it's showing some intolerance towards some certain things that you would like to wield into magic, these opportunities. It just feels like there's some unfamiliar, different, uncomfortable things that are going on. And you may feel you may even be, I'm just trying to figure this, you may be labeling them as wrong instead of growth. Like this is not exactly how I wanted it to be. So you would say, whereas I felt like this was going to be stability and comfortable, maybe it wasn't. So I want to speak my truth about that and reassess that with the Ace of Swords. But the Ace of Swords is also demanding the truth and mental clarity from this situation. So you might even feel like, okay, there was something there that was disrupting the situation. Let me grab another card. It just feels like there was something that was disrupting your comfort zone and you're seeing it as a threat, not as an opportunity. So it does feel like some things are expanding. Yeah, Two of Wands. Certain things are expanding around you. But you've taken like a seat back. That's crazy because you have the Hermit over here in reverse. You've taken kind of a seat back of overthinking and feeling instead of feeling them. You're like a lot in your head over here. So your sacral chakra is really imbalanced here by overthinking. This says don't worry about that. Just get down to the nitty gritty of what it is you truly want and don't worry about that. If you need to activate it, use some kind of open dialogue. You can ask a lot of questions instead of forming your own conclusions about certain situations, because it could just be certain situations there's a lot of uncertainty. I would say that if you're going to use an affirmation to open up your sacral chakra and really get things done, and really get it towards yourself, you could say the difference within this situation really expands within me. It's like I don't have to be tolerant to everything, but I have to be aware of what is really good for me. And I can ask questions, to do that. So I would say difference expands in me. There is a difference. I can bring in my own comfort zone. It doesn't have to be what somebody else says is comfortable. You see what I'm saying? Because it almost feels like somebody's trying to tell you, well, this is where it's, and you're like, no, I don't feel that. Okay. You're going to have that understanding. Everything's going to be fine. You don't have to do that. You can form your own conclusions. You don't have to go by someone else's. It seems like somebody else is trying to push their shit onto you, and you're like, I don't know if that's really what I want, though. Okay. Libra. That's message for the beautiful Libra. Mysterious shift. Personal growth can happen quickly and in ways you might not intentionally understand. Identity growth. Okay. Let's grab some cards. I feel like with this mysterious shift over here, your sacral chakra is actually shifting in ways you don't fully understand just yet, and it's kind of throwing you off guard. You have the Wheel of Fortune to the Tower. It's almost like it's trying to say something internally is cracking open for you to understand something, and the wheel is kind of saying, yeah, but it's destined to happen this way. If you wield the magic and you do it this way, then you're changing. Not only are you changing emotionally, but your desires will start changing, and you'll start seeing things shifting in the right direction. Your attraction patterns are changing. You might be changing relationships. You might be seeing a crack in your relationship. I'm going there. I actually feel that. I feel for a lot of you, if you know it's a job and you're starting not to like your job, that's fine. But I'm going to go with relationship because I see an attraction pattern here. And of course, you could be attracted to anything, right? You could say, I don't even like the house I live in anymore. I want something different. But whatever it is, it looks like you're feeling disorientated, like you're imbalanced. This is super imbalanced. But it's definitely an evolution of growth for you. So I would say that it's almost kind of like a lesson. I'm going to say the lesson is growth can feel uncomfortable, my friends, before it feels empowering. That is the truth. Because this is saying this feels so uncomfortable, but this is where Spirit is teaching me and leading me because I am growing. I'm on this path to growing and I am shifting. So maybe I'm shifting out of me and a partner don't see eye to eye anymore. And maybe I am trying to restore something that cannot be done. And why? Why? Because you're trying to restore an old version of yourself. Yeah, King of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Holy schniz. You're trying to restore an old version of yourself by holding on to something that no longer clearly holds that growth for you. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like I've outgrown this department. I've outgrown this relationship. They can't grow with me. I've outgrown it. So something that you're going on says, I'm grown more towards this kind of situation than this one because that one can't hold a tune to this anymore. Tune, that's funny. We have the music card. Puns are intended, right? But no, seriously, so I would say your affirmation definitely would be, I trust my emotional evolution because you have evolved. And you're wielding magic towards a new house, a new love, whatever that Four of Wands is. Towards something more stable for yourself, something that feels more towards what you've grown towards. If your partner's too immature and you've outgrown this person and you've matured too much, then it can't hold weight. Your scales will always be tipping the other direction. You're gonna be imbalanced. if your job doesn't suit you anymore and you've outgrown that job and you feel like you're ready for something bigger and better, you know, I want to be the manager now. You know what I mean? I don't want to be, you know, the stock boy anymore. I'm going for a bigger, better job. You see, it's because you've matured. No matter what, growth is about, and evolution is about maturing. And it's not always maturing like they act like a little boy. It's not always just that way. It's spiritual evolution. It's somebody who feels and holds the same kind of energy you hold. And that is exactly it, my friends. And that's why you're wielding magic. And that's why you're becoming the bigger person. And that's why you are becoming the King of Swords. And you have the King of Swords here. And I think that the person that you're with, or this job, or whatever it is, just cannot be the person that you are. They cannot. And you cannot hold on to this old version of yourself because it doesn't do you any good. It's hurting you more than it's helping you. You need to be the magician. And you're ready. You're ready for this next step. You're ready for this new opportunity, this new love. Step into the new version of you. Beautiful. My gosh. Okay, let's go. Aquarius. Wow. Deception. It's a slippery slope that erodes trust. Honesty builds connection and authenticity. Well, you know, you are the sign of authenticity. There couldn't be anybody more authentic than yourself. Unique, authentic. And if they can't hold that tune to you, then they're not good for you. Yeah. So let's look and see what we got over here. This is going to be, you know, this is like deception versus this honest connection that you are looking for. Hey, look, man, I'm not looking for snakes in the grass. I'm looking for someone who's just as awesome as myself. Who's unique and ready to rock and roll. Yeah. You know, look, Bryce, this is deep, man. This is deep. I can feel it. What do we got here? We have the 10 of Cups to the 9 of Swords. You couldn't even. You got the emotional fulfillment to fear of vulnerability. You know, hey, your sacral chakra is blocked because it's the fear of emotional exposure and overthinking your intimacy with someone. You worry about betrayal or rejection from this other person because maybe you don't, whatever it might be. We'll see. But you detach to protect yourself. So whatever's going on over here, you don't feel like somebody is honest enough with you for you to be yourself. That is not the way to live. You need to be honest, and honesty builds a connection, my friends. Okay, you have the 4 of Coins at the bottom of the deck, which is telling me, yeah, this is when, you know, you're holding on to who you truly are. If they can't handle who you are, you know what? You're going to be the magician. You're going to find the Ace of Cups yourself. You're wielding out some real magic, some real love, true love of who you are, and finding somebody who understands you and wants you for who you are. We don't grow when we're in suppression of emotion. We don't grow when we're in anxiety. We can only grow when we feel free and we feel, you know, this is who I am. So it says, as soon as you stop overthinking and, you know, and stop detaching to protect yourself so much, you're going to find that your heart activation, your sacral activation are both going to activate together. I would say for your activation, you have this conversation you've been rehearsing. You may have been rehearsing this in your head for a long time, getting ready to say this to someone, but you might feel like your throat chakra is a little dim, a little blocked as well. And that's the only thing that's keeping your sacral chakra so blocked. So, you know what? Your affirmation I'm going to give you guys is honesty deepens my connections. You know what? Because that's exactly what it is. And if you can't find the love for me of who I truly am, and you keep dimming my light, I got to go. I got to find somebody, because you know what? I'm wielding real love over here. I got to go. Yeah, there's no time for judgment. There's no time for not having the acceptance to what it is I really truly want. Okay. Your creative power will flow, my friends, when you realize that you have the emotional honesty that replaces the fear and shifts the acceptance. Okay. So the overall, if you guys are still here for the overall message, I'm going to say that the sacral chakra is awakening for you air signs when you stop analyzing the desire and start living in your truth and start allowing your creative mojo of who you truly are to just flow. Don't let everybody else try to tell you who you're going to be and what you're not going to be. Okay? And that's all I've got for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.